Papoose had Remy Ma at home. He had Claressa upstairs begging for phone calls. He had a Cali girl in Africa and allegedly Katia at Win Records. Baby, this man was not in a relationship. He was running a roster, and Claressa Shields attacked Alicia Baumgardner because of every single thing on that list. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Tea with Stella, where the tea is always hot. The receipts are always ready, and we never sugarcoat a single thing. I'm Stella. New here, hit subscribe and turn those bells on. To my regulars, you already knew today was going to be heavy. The cup is full. Let's spill it.
Same man. I was with the same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm from the street and make me feel some type of way? Are you crazy? Can't nobody tell me, oh, you fumbled it. It's so funny watching people like, you had a good husband. He's only had one wife. The only person that can tell y'all if he's a good husband or not. And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When shit was cool, when shit was like, when it was what I thought it was, I kept it a bean. When it's not, when it wasn't, I ain't say nothing. I dealt with it. I ain't never met a bitch. I've been waiting for somebody to just use a little bit of common sense. I ain't never met a female who has a perfect dude that takes care of her, helps her financially, emotionally, physically, is there for you, treats you like this wonderful thing, right? And you just say, you know what? I don't care. Fuck this whole shit. Who does that? Nobody. Oh, everyone looks so much happier now. Girl, man, don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay.
Did you catch that? She said, whoever gets him, they will see. Baby, that was not bitter talk. That was a prophecy.
20 years.
With this man, she knew exactly who he was. She knew exactly what he did. She sat there calm and told everybody, do your research. Not because she was angry, because she already knew what the research was going to find. And she was right about every single thing. Now let's talk about the texts, because this is where the entire story collapses for Claressa Shields. She has been on every platform saying they are solid, always together, always connected. Baby, the texts tell a completely different story. Doc Stecked one. I am not happy, but okay, I will stop. How I feel is unwarranted. I am just laying here feeling stupid. Doc Steck's two. I ask for gifts. I am tripping. I want flowers. I am tripping. I want time dedicated to me. I am tripping. Dext 3. If you cannot sleep on the phone with me, it should not be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe. Let's read that again. This woman was begging for a phone call, begging for flowers, laying alone, feeling stupid, while publicly performing the role of a woman with a good, solid man who holds her down. Baby, those two stories cannot both be true, and the receipts always win.
Always together, we're always connected, so it's not like we're fighting over a man or anything like that. Like, that's a stupid narrative. I'm a grown and I'm a good-looking woman who's successful. I don't gotta fight over no man.
Real talk.
I can get any man that I want, if we're being honest. But I chose him, he chose me, and we're together. It's just that they were like this whole black love thing. And I think that's where like the fans are kind of stuck at, like, oh, this was our black love. And that's what they were used to, I guess. And then I came into the equation and me and him got together. And just to be honest, we weren't supposed to be public. We was not supposed to be public. She did that. Remy did that.
But always together, always connected, never supposed to be public. Remy did that. Baby, Remy did not create this situation. Remy just turned on the lights. And when the lights came on, everybody saw what was already there. A woman begging for phone calls, a man not answering, and a private relationship that was private for a reason because he never intended to be accountable to her publicly. Not then, not ever. And here is the detail that changes everything. Claressa was engaged to Tony Rich when this started. She was with another man. She walked into this with her eyes open and her hands already dirty. This was not a woman caught in the crossfire. Baby, you cannot be shocked that a man who cheated with you is capable of cheating on you. That is not a plot twist. That is a pattern completing itself. Now let's talk about December, because Remy Ma pulled the curtain all the way back. She posted, Papoose fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields while laying in my house. He refuses to leave. This is supposed to be a world champion boxer, and she got scared and hung up as soon as she heard my voice. Baby girl, you are not the only one. Not the only one. Ride that again. Claressa responded, how is a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man with a girlfriend? She forgot. Baby, she genuinely forgot that she is talking about a married couple. That is how deep the denial runs. And then Remy reminded her about the flowers, the exact flowers she had been begging for in those texts, the ones he never sent, because he was too busy with his Cali girl. Now let's talk about who the Cali girl actually is, because Remy dropped the hint first, and then Tasha K connected the dots. It started with the Africa trip. Papoose told Claressa she needed shots instead of the pills she was planning to take for the trip. She took that as concern. Baby, that was not concern. That was logistics. He did not want her there because someone else was already going to be there. Miss Cali. The Cali girl in Africa on the same trip while Claressa was home taking shots, and then it got deeper. Because Miss Cali is not just some random woman. Miss Cali is connected directly to Win Records. She hangs out with Kadia, the daughter of the Win Records owner. They vacation together. They party together. They were photographed together recently at a Win Records event. Miss Cali has been running with the Win Records family for years. And Papoose knew every single person in that circle. Now, here is where the story goes from messy to shocking, because that Win Records event was not just any event. It was a family event, a prom celebration, private, friends and family only. And Claressa and Papoose were there in the same outfits they wore later that night to the fight where Claressa attacked Alicia Baumgardner. And Miss Cali was there too. Baby, Miss Cali was at a family-only event, posed with Kadia, photographed, posted intentionally on social media. While Claressa was in the same room watching all of it unfold, this was not a coincidence. These people were playing directly in her face, and she saw it. She had to have seen it. Now, let us connect the final dot, because people have been asking for months. Why was Claressa so aggressive that night? Why did she go after Alicia with that level of rage? Alicia's comment about the married man situation was months old. It was not new. It was not fresh. So why that night? Why that moment? Because of what happened that afternoon. She spent the afternoon at a family gathering, watching Miss Cali move through the room like she belonged there. Watching Papoose interact with a woman she already suspected. Watching Kadia post those pictures intentionally. She walked into that fight carrying all of that. And when Alicia opened her mouth, Claressa did not snap because of what Alicia said. She snapped because Alicia was the closest target. The anger was never about Alicia. It was about everything she had just witnessed a few hours earlier. And here is the full picture, baby. Let us lay it all out. Remy Ma, 20 years. The wife, the original, the one who saw everything first and warned everybody. Claressa Shields, 2020 onwards, engaged to Tony Rich at the time. begging for phone calls, begging for flowers, laying alone, feeling stupid while he was in someone else's city. Miss Cali, Africa trip, Win Records events, vacations, a Van Cleave bracelet, a baby with a bracelet eerily similar to Remy's daughter's, and allegedly Katia, Win Records owner's daughter. California, close to Miss Cali, and a baby that more than a few people have said looks familiar. This man was not confused. He was not lost. He was not caught in an impossible situation. He was organized. He had a system. And every single woman in that system thought she was the only one. Remy Ma saw it. She got out. She told everybody to do their research. And the research confirmed everything she said, and then some. So that is today's tea. Texts that expose the private, solid, always connected relationship as a lie. A Cali girl who was in Africa at family events and in the same room as Claressa the night she lost control. A roster so organized, it had its own infrastructure through Win Records. And a warning from Remy Ma that nobody took seriously until the receipts made it impossible to ignore. 2 questions for the comments. 1, do you think Claressa knew about Miss Cali before that event, or did she finally put it all together that night? 2, at what point does a woman stop blaming the wife and start looking at the man who built the whole system? Drop it below. I read every single one. If today's cup hit right, subscribe to Tea with Stella and share this with somebody who needs to see it. I'm Stella. The tea is always hot here, and I will see you in the next one.